everyone, here's my latest creation to share. This is a real basic junk journal, and I have made this using my Zetter Bind It All. Let's see, I haven't decided what I'm exactly going to call it. I was thinking something like Scraptastic, because it's a collection of scraps and things. I've used the Ephemera's Vintage Garden Butterfly Kisses printable junk journal kit for the for a few things throughout, but mainly the cover, the back, and some tags and things. So here's the cover, and this page is from that Butterfly Kisses kit, and this page covering the back side of the cover. The cover was made out of some scrap cardboard from some sort of packaging, probably. It's more like, I don't know, it's not really cardboard. It was like a, not quite chipboard, but you know how you get a paper pack and there's some stabilizing cardboardish stuff? That's what this was, and I had to cut it like, well, I basically cut up all of my larger scraps of these sort of things because I kept cutting it wrong by about ½ an inch. I don't even know how I did, but finally I got it right. So this pocket here also is Butterfly Kisses, and there's another one of those to remind me, and the scrapbook paper that I used. Most of the scrapbook paper is from this collection. I just made a photocopy of it because I've still got some papers being held together by the outside page. So it's called, what is it called? The Create Collection. And that would be where this little scrap of paper came from. So it's real basic. I didn't do any stamping. Here's a giant craft tag. I folded it to fit within the journal. It can flip out. The person who has this journal can make it into a pocket or whatever. This was a piece of paper from a pad, and I have folded it up, and also on all the really light papers I have reinforced the edges that are bound with washi tape, because in the past I had some problems with things not holding up to my use, which I'm kind of rough, but I'm sure there's rougher people out there, and I want these to last, and I want papers tearing out. So this is Butterfly Kisses here, and I've tucked that in this little spot here. This is glued here, this is open for other things to tuck in. This is the other side of that page, and another Butterfly Kisses journal tag. Here's some of that scrapbook paper. This came from a pad, real lightweight, but with the washi I think it will hold up well. This is a piece of packaging. It's so pretty, isn't it? It's got kind of a script, and it's blank. It doesn't have all those barcodes. I'm not crazy about the barcodes and things, so I had hung on to that and put that in here. This little piece of scrapbook paper, this butterfly is from the Butterfly Kisses, and I've stapled that on, oh, the butterfly is actually on a card. I forgot about that. And this, I've turned this piece of scrapbook paper, I've turned into a little pocket here on the side. Isn't that cute? Have the butterfly nests in there, but then of course I forgot that it was on a tag. There's another piece of paper from a pad, scrapbook paper, some vellum from that scrapbook paper kit. This is from a writing journal that I had gutted a while ago for the cover, to use the cover. This is a greeting card, which I've just trimmed off the edge of it so that it can flip out and fit in here and not compete with the, or get in the way of the binding wire. Cute little bird. This is some packaging, and I kind of covered up some of the, you can still see it, it's a jumbo paper clips and $1, because this was something I got from Target. And then there was some, when there was plastic and some tearing, so there was a big piece of cardboard showing through. I just kind of covered that up, and I covered up the barcode, not barbecue, barcode with the washi tape thing. It's more of this paper. Here's some more scrapbook paper that I turned into a narrow pocket, and this is also from the Butterfly Kisses. Instead of fussy cutting out the butterflies, the yellow one you saw earlier pale yellow was just below this one, and it was too long, but I turned this into a little tag here because I needed a narrow tag for this narrow pocket I made, and that worked out quite nicely. Here's another paper from a pad, and it says accomplish, and it's got little spots to write everything. I've kept the whole paper. It was, whoops, there we go, too long, but I folded it over so that, you know, it could be used however. Here's a piece of scrapbook paper that I've folded over the edge and glued to make a tuck spot. These tags are also from that same scrapbook paper collection. They came, I believe they came with it. And this is Butterfly Kisses Petal Pocket. Just leave that like, well, let me set this over here for now. And here's another from a pad. I think this came from Target also, a while back. Here's some more vellum from that scrapbook kit. This is just a manila tag, and I've used a paper clip to hold the folded portion. A cute little heart paper clip, which it took me way too long to figure out how that was supposed to go on the paper. But I finally realized how it was supposed to. Here's another piece of scrapbook paper that I've turned into a pocket. And these two journal tags are from Butterfly Kisses, and I've just added some ribbon to top them. And as I struggle with the pocket, I'm going to put this back in there. Here is another of those pads. Oh, I forgot that was on the back there. Of paper. It says eat, and it's got a spot for menu planning. I want to remember that I have a pencil mark there I need to get rid of, but I'm not sure how I'm going to remember that. I know, I'll just not put it back together. And I've folded it and reinforced with this cute bee washi tape. I'm going to leave that right there to remind, oh, this was holding it folded, the paper clip, and then this was on the other side of it tucked in. But I need to remember to erase my pencil mark, so I'm going to leave that just like that. Some more scrapbook paper. This side, I've glued the scrapbook paper on and left this spot for a pocket. I wanted to thank Liz for the inspiration. She is Liz the Paper Project on YouTube. And if this looks familiar to you, Liz, it's because I got the inspiration for it from your latest creation. So I've glued this flower pot here that comes from the Butterfly Kisses kit down, but I've left the side open, and it holds this page closed. I'm going to pull that out there. This is another one of those paper pads. And cooperate there. It's just going to hold it just like the paper clips do, only differently. This here is also from Butterfly Kisses, and I've kind of left it as a little tuck spot there, though I don't have anything in it. So we have a glassine bag here with two more journal tags from Butterfly Kisses. Aren't they lovely? And I've just added some trim. This is like eyelash trim, but it came with this little ball thing. They're kind of intertwined. And then this is a separate ribbon behind. I didn't have a large journal tag to put in this, but so that's why I've kind of staggered them here. But, you know, they can be moved around and something else can go in there. It's versatile. Here's some more of that journal paper, more scrapbook paper. This is that same pad of paper from the beginning with a Butterfly Kisses journal card there. And another one tucked in here. And then this is open here. Some more vellum from the scrapbook kit. This actually here it's nice and hard card, but it is also packaging. And I think it had some kind of embellishments glued to it, so it had all these remnants of glue dots on there, and that's why I've used this card here from the Butterfly Kisses kit, and I've cut it out with some decorative scissors and put it over those sticky dots that were on there that just wouldn't come off. But this is a real cute shape, and that was in packaging, and so of course I saved it. Here is another pad of paper with a cute vintage image there, and I've folded it and stuck it in here. Now, this is the only lightweight paper in here that I did not reinforce with washi tape. It's a to-do list, The reason I didn't reinforce it is because I figure it can just tear out. So it's not meant to stay in there forever. Well, forever, that's rather the wrong word for that, isn't it? It's not meant to stay in, it's meant to be pulled out easily, and that's why I didn't reinforce it. Here's some more scrapbook paper that I've folded and made a pocket here, and this tag is from Butterfly Kisses, and this is a tag I made from a scrap from the Butterfly Kisses. These jars, you may have seen in another journal, I cut them out. They were, I can't remember exactly where they were on the page, but I turned it into a tag here and then put some more of this trim on the top there. And finally, here is a beautiful paper from a pad. I think I found this pad of paper at the thrift store, in fact. And it's just gorgeous, isn't it? I love that butterfly. So I've included that in here. And what you doing? It's not cooperating here for some reason. There. And then on the back, this is also Butterfly Kisses. I had found these clear label pockets at Target a while back, and they're just adhesive. And so I just stuck that on there, and it doesn't cover up. It covers up a little bit of the writing lines, which I hesitated. Ooh, do I really want to do that? But there's still a lot of writing lines, and someone can write around it if they wanted to. But then there's this cute little place to sneak something in at the end, and I threw in this little card here in this cute little envelope that doesn't want to be folded up. And last but not least, you're going to want to see the back, because there's also, come on, cooperate. We'll do it this way. There's also a page from the Butterfly Kisses on the back, and this is a gorgeous image. I love, love, love the butterflies here, the color, covering the dress form. Got some stuff sticking to it, but there it is. This one's hard because I'm trying to keep it simple. I want to add all kinds of things, but I think I'm going to leave it just as it is, because the idea of it is for it to be kind of a blank palette, or at least a less finished one, so that someone can use it to make it their own. Anywho, as I ramble on, I hope that you have enjoyed seeing this and it inspires you. The binding wire is definitely not my specialty. I'm still working on that. I think I've only done 2, maybe 3 things with it, so, but, you know, practice makes perfect, or like Denise, practice makes pretty. So have a great day as always, and thanks for letting me share. Bye!